Hello everyone, Sonic9 here. Welcome back to Shadow Generations. Today we are tackling Chaos Island. Yes, the same Chaos Island from Sonic Frontiers. A game in which Shadow, unless I am seriously mistaken, I messed up right there. Let me retry that. A game that Shadow was never really in, or even mentioned, if I'm, again, not mistaken. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. I messed it up still, but yeah, whatever. I think, in terms of bringing a stage from Sonic Frontiers, I'm not against the idea. I think it is kind of cool to bring in a game that is definitely not, you know, it's definitely a game that didn't have Shadow in it, but I kind of like it. I will say it's probably my least favourite stage, quite honestly, because of how much it relies on the Doom Morph Tower. But I still find it a decent enough stage that I can't really hate on it. Look at that. Yeah. This... oh god. This stage pretty much says, speaks to me, hey, I hope you know what you're doing with the Doom Morph powers, because we're using it pretty much every step of the way in this level here. That's cool. You know what would be really cool? I know this wouldn't really work, but what if when that volcano's going off, what if that's Sonic when he's in the middle of fighting the Night Titan from Frontiers? What if that volcano was to signify that Sonic is currently in the middle of fighting that while Shadow's doing this? That'd be kind of interesting. You know, having that little bit of connectivity. I mean, again, at the end of the day, this is all talking about time travel here, so... you know, anything can happen. Out of my way. Chaos control. Nice. Again, I love doing chaos control because that was a bit sloppy, but whatever. I love using chaos control to get faster times. It's very useful, especially if you're trying to go for the S rank. Nice. And this is one of the few stages where Black Doom doesn't interfere with Shadow at all. It's fairly standard for a stage. Pretty standard of a stage, that's what I'm trying to say. Compared to the other stages, or most of the stages, where Black Doom interferes in some way. Alright. Act 2. Act 2D, as I call it. And I hate to say it, but this is kind of my least favourite 2D stage out of all of them. Because of, again, because of this, the Doom Morph. There's an entire section where you're inside of the like temple area, where it is nothing but doing the the squid. Or thing. Like, I get where they're going with this, but it's just... I feel like a lot of the other 2D stages were a lot more fun to traverse compared to this one. From what I remember. It's this part. Not the biggest fan of. No, don't. You see, that also happens. As soon as you are in the squid form, if you leave the pools of goop at any time untouched the ground, you lose the ink form, squid form. Which makes sense, but is still really annoying, nonetheless. Also, these are kind of a pace breaker. I'm not gonna lie. These moments where you have to stand on the ow, where you have to stand on the platform while it goes up or down.
This is the ultimate power.
This is the ultimate power. Ah, S rank. Nice.
I found you, Shadow.
The blue hedgehog, of all places.
You have something I need.
You can wait until my business is finished.
Yeah, sorry, but that Chaos Emerald and I have a date with a monster.
Well then, it'll be a date to die for.
Nice hustle, but I won this one. So I'm taking the emerald. See ya!
I finally find you, and what do I see? Sonic defeating you. What happened?
I will beat him on equal terms, or not at all.
A fine time for you to be honorable. Now he has the Chaos Emerald.
No, he has a fake emerald. I'll have you swap it for the real thing after I'm finished with my mission.
Wow, look at you. As a professional jewel thief, I approve.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. That cutscene is probably my favourite cutscene in the game. Kind of part of the, because of nostalgia, but just also of, you know, it kind of makes me wish that we got a like a full-on boss fight of Sonic Shadow versus Sonic, but at the same time it kind of makes sense as to why they did it this way, because considering, you know, because this is taking place at exactly the same time Sonic's adventure is going, you know, it makes sense. I wish we had a boss fight, but it makes sense. Unless they wanted to, unless maybe they could have done one of those things where, oh, you know, you can win, but in the cutscene, like Sonic still technically wins. So they could have done something like that, but whatever, no matter. Anyway, you may remember earlier I said that you needed to basically beat all the challenge acts to get access to this boss, the next boss. This is that moment. If we look at the door here, there's 4 keys that we need, and we have 2. So all we need to do is get 2 keys from Chaos Island, and then we should be able to face off against the next boss. It shouldn't take us too long. Okay. Alright, Chaos Control Master, level 3. AKA use Chaos Control as much as possible to get the S rank.
Chaos Control! Let's do this. Freeze! Alright. Chaos Control!
That was friggin' stupid. But whatever.
Let's do this. Alright.
Nice. Alright, let's do the next one. And it is a Doom Morph. Dedicated challenge. Lovely.
Reach!
Yeah, like that, where you have to kind of do it right at the apex of the jump to do the slingshot thing. Kind of like what I just did right there, where you sort of hold it down and time it to let to sling yourself up. Like I said, it might be a bit complicated for me to try and explain it, but you know. Aha! Ooh! Almost fell off. Right, 2 more challenges. Destroy the cyclones and reach the goal.
This is the ultimate power. Alright, Chaos Control! Let's do this. Three.
Jeez, just literally putting them in a row. Alright. I think there's another thing I really appreciate with this game is that the load times are so short. When it goes from, you know, loading screen to gameplay, or say you want to restart, it's very quick. So, you know, if I'm feeling a bit frustrated with a particular mission, at least I'm not having to wait freaking forever just to, I'm not really that example. Just to, you know, say I want to retry because I'm doing something good, you know. Which I really appreciate that we're at this point in time where finally games, like especially Sonic games, are finally taking advantage of modern technologies, you know. But we can actually have games where we don't have to worry about loading screens. This one's more of a waiting kind of mission. There we go. Done and dusted. And that is, or should be, every single challenge mission in the game done. Now, we are going to head back to the boss gate. She's back through here. One thing I do appreciate is after you've beaten the stage or have beaten a certain boss, you can quick travel between levels through the pause menu, which, you know, I really appreciate it that, you know, I don't have to waste time doing this. But at the same time, I actually don't mind doing it like this because it's kind of like a mini sort of level to get to the thing. Going through the white space. Okay. Now, who do you guys think we're up against? Because, man, if Mel Overlord made me surprised to see him back, this made me shocked, but not completely surprising.
What is this? A seal of some sort?
Yeah. Who in the heck expected Mephiles to be brought back? You know, the one character from Sonic 06 that actually managed to kill Sonic the Hedgehog. Spoilers. In Sonic 06. Like, did anybody ever think that we'd ever see Mephiles again? Especially after, you know, the reception that game got. Because I'll be honest, I didn't. I never thought we'd see any of the guys from 06 back, like ever. Like, even though when they announced that, oh, we're doing a Shadows generation, you know, going back to levels of Shadows past and bring back some of his enemies, like, I thought maybe they would have gone with Infinite, considering it's the more recent game. But, you know, in a sense, I'm happy that they decided to that they went with Mephiles, because quite honestly, Mephiles is a better villain than Infinite. Even though I would be interested to see if they ever brought Infinite back, I'd be interested to see what they would do with him if they went to that route of bringing him back. And oh yeah, by the way, Mephiles' voice is not the same.
I'll just take care of them all.
It's not the same voice actor voicing Mephiles.
Reach! Reach!
In this, which, you know, the guy who's voicing him seems to be doing a decent job.
Don't do me favors.
It's an interesting voice, is what I'll say, in terms of the... Ow. Boom!
I'm disappointed, Shadow. Truly disappointed.
In your body, in your mind.
Chaos control!
And I kick you in the face with the same kick that I did to Silver that one time. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel bad for Mephiles when he says that, because it is true. The timeline in which Mephiles came from in Sonic 06 doesn't even exist anymore because they kind of erased it from the timeline. Also, coldest shadow moment there, right there. Yeah, Sonic 06 doesn't exist in the canonical timeline anymore after the ending of the game. I mean, Generations kind of brought it back, but before Generations even happened, yeah, Sonic 06 was erased in the actual story anyway.
Don't be frightened. The promised time is nigh upon us, Shadow. Soon, you will be mine.
Shadow will never serve you. He's nothing like you.
Gerald may have given him this unassuming form, but the blood of the Black Arms flows in his veins. He is a warrior, a destroyer.
Yes, the warrior that will destroy you.
I have learned from our last encounter. There will be no mistakes this time. Struggle all you want. You will be mine.
Professor, what do you think he means he learned from our last encounter?
I surmise you defeated him at some point in the future. He has grown a new body and used the nebulous nature of time in white space to accelerate his plans for revenge.
He's right. No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow, no!
Maria?
It breaks my heart to see you so full of anger. This isn't who you are. Do you know why I named you Shadow? Because without light, there's only darkness. But a shadow will show you where to find the light. Do you understand? I don't want you to be driven by darkness. I want you to be happy. Stand in the light with peace in your heart.
Oh boy, Shadow is getting his rage back, like he did in his own game. Anyway, let's go and get us the final, if I remember correctly, the final Doom Tower. of the game, and is kind of one of my
Calls
favourites.
to me.
Well, probably actually my personal favourite of all the Doom powers.
No. No.
Yeah. The wings. You may remember we got these in the first episode. Now they are a permanent ability for Shadow. Yep. With these Doom wings, you effectively get a supersonic-esque mode with the game, where you can now straight up fly, or glide at least with these, and boost while gliding.
You cannot deny me, Shadow. You are finally complete. Come, face me. I shall claim you, mind, body, and soul, and become the perfect being.
It is time.
I'm sorry I put you on this path, Shadow, but I'm proud of how you have walked it. I believe in you, son.
Shadow!
It's all right, Maria. I'm letting go of that destructive anger. But I will continue to fight. Fight with your wish in my heart. Your wish for everyone to have a chance to be happy. Nothing can stop
God.
me from reaching that eye now.
God, seeing Shadow, you know, basically, you know, actually smile legitimately towards someone. In this case, Maria does tug at the heartstrings just a bit. Because again, Shadow's, for most of the games at least, Shadow's been seen as this, you know, edgy, dark, cool, you know, alternative to Sonic. We've never really seen Shadow in a way where he legit, like in cutscenes at least, like shown to be caring towards anyone. And this is like the first time where we actually get to see it. I think it's talked about, but that's the first time that we get to see it. We're not going to do that yet. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this part here, and next time we should be at the finale of Shadow the Hedgehog, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the finale. We've only got 2 levels left and 1 final boss, and then we are done with Shadow. So, I will see you all in the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, do please leave a like. Excuse me, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.